Any hopes of a spring royal reconciliation between the Prince and Princess of Wales and Harry and Meghan appear to have been dashed. It comes after sources close to the couple reveal they've put the Harry problem firmly to the back of their minds and are instead focusing on Kate's recovery. The revelation comes in the wake of Friday's seismic announcement in which the Princess of Wales opened up about her preventative chemotherapy after cancer was found following major abdominal surgery in January. According to one royal expert, the princess didn't tell Harry and Meghan about her condition personally because they can't be trusted, with the pair allegedly finding out only after it was announced to the world. Following the news, Harry and Meghan released this short statement saying, "We wish health and healing for Kate and the family and hope they are able to do so privately and in peace." It had been hoped that the Duke of Sussex would use an upcoming Invictus Games trip to the UK as a pretext for attempting to thaw the frosty relations with his family. But with Harry expected to travel solo, it would mean that his wife Meghan and Kate now haven't seen each other since the late Queen Elizabeth's funeral. Well, I think the idea that the Princess of Wales would have told them personally is sort of, yeah, I mean, to me, it's one for the birds. And I would imagine, actually, that the Harry problem, so-called Harry problem, is very, very low down on the list of Kate and William's priorities at the moment.
But it's so sad, isn't it? I mean, because, you know, I've got quite emotional, obviously, when Kate did her announcement, and you get caught, you know, it's a weird feeling to feel emotional about somebody you don't know. I have met her once, actually, but she completely ignored me. Anyway, so, you know, she's young, vibrant, energetic, announcing to the world she's got cancer, she's got young children, very brave. And this is the moment, surely, in any family where you say, let bygones be bygones. This is serious stuff now. This is not kind of frivolous gossip stuff. This is serious stuff. We pretty certain we hope that Kate is going to be absolutely fine at the end of all this, but it's a major traumatic event between two people who are closely related and who were extremely close before Harry met Meghan.
I think it doesn't help, though, I don't think it helps when you've got two people who have now become renowned for using anything and then suddenly reproducing it. It does make it very difficult to have an honest conversation because trust, once it's lost, trust is really hard won and very easily lost. And the trouble is that when you've got that and that everything...
Trust arrives slowly and leaves quickly.
OK, thank you. But I just think that when you've got something like that, the problem is that you're constantly having to edit what you say, and you're constantly having to try and work out whether what you're saying is going to be twisted, turned, changed, and actually represented to you in the future as something that you did wrong. And that's the problem. And when you've got Harry and Meg wishing health and healing, I'm sorry, but it's so
bland,
it's so California that just wish you well. Be British about it. I'm sorry, but, you know, she was very British, I thought, and when she presented it.
I always hope, I have that hope that they will get it together again. And the bit that I can never get beyond, I mean, Ed, you were talking about getting emotional seeing that. Something that always chokes me is when I see William and Harry as little boys following their mother's coffin. And I think these guys went through all of that. They would, at the time of, one assumes, have lent on each other emotionally. They would have cried together. They have an experience, a devastating experience that neither will ever fully get over.
And totally in the public eye, like nobody
and all of that in the public eye, the global eye, and you would have thought that whatever would happen, that would override everything. But clearly it hasn't, and whatever has gone on is clearly so bad.
What is the obsession with them
they just can't
reconciling?
get
Who cares? Why?
Obsession
the thing
with what?
is, why?
Esther.
Who cares? No, because
it's the biggest story of the year.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. But the thing is, families move at their own pace. I don't expect to know exactly how the Waleses are feeling or the Sussexes are feeling. If they want to reconcile, they will do it in their own time. I really dislike this idea that they, you know, every opportunity, are they going to reconcile? Is Harry coming in May? Is that when they're going to speak to each other? Let them do it in their own time. I can't say whether I would speak to a family member if they'd done what or if what has transpired with the royal family transpired with me. Everyone is different. But I think we have to be adults about this. They're not children on a playground that we say, kiss and make up. You know, they're real stakes here. They have children.
Remarkably restrained.
They're adults and they have children. They have families. There are things to consider. I wish they considered it before this whole mess blew up. But it is what it is. The status quo has calcified. Let them move in their own time.
I think Ed has a really good point about them coming together and how a tragedy in a family or a really difficult time often brings people back together. But I think that actually this is more serious. I think that the Sussexes' relentless attacks and the stress that has caused has probably exacerbated for both Kate and Charles their conditions, how stressful that can be for a father. And Esther, you say that, it doesn't matter. It really does. When you have children and you see them divided like that, no, it's deeply, deeply painful.
The thing is, all I'm saying is we shouldn't try and force our timeline of what reconciliation looks like.
No one's
of course it matters
we
because
are.
it's their family. Of course,
Esther,
your own family matters to you. But this idea that, oh, this is probably going to dash hopes because Kate didn't tell the Sussexes personally that she had cancer and all of that, let them move in their own time.
I don't think we're saying that dashed hopes. I think we're just saying that, you know, there are no plans for them to even...
And I think William has been extremely deeply hurt.